If you can beat the bounce, what I mean by that is get behind the ball before the ball lands. Not at the same time, which is what you two are doing. You were getting there at the same time. So the movement looked all very kind of a bit nice, a bit slow, a bit passive. Now you're going to have much more urgency to get behind the ball and stop before the ball lands. There should be an obvious pause where you're waiting for the ball before you catch it. So a chance to improve right away. Are you ready, Cameron? So take an athletic height. That's it. Now dance a little bit in the middle. There we go. Go. That's much better. Good. On the backhand as well. Get there before it lands. That's it. An obvious pause of stopping before you catch the ball. Back to me, please. Focus on me. Good. And again. Just making sure. Could be either side. Good. An obvious change where you're waiting for the ball. Now you got there at the same time.
So I know everybody in the world as a coach does this drill. It's not the drill that's necessarily the sophisticated twist on how we normally do it. The twist is, of course, that there's a level of performance excellence that I want to achieve with these players. You throw the ball to the player, they move, they catch, they throw it back to you. But it's not really the attitude that we want to develop, the way you land at the same time. You want to be there before the ball bounces in order to be set up behind the ball so it transfers into when they have a racket and they start to play live ball points. So at the moment, I felt these players were a bit pedestrian, a bit Sunday afternoon. They did the drill, but it wasn't good enough. Sorry. And even in the warm-up, we can start to develop the right footwork attitude with our players. We don't just have to get the basket out and nail balls into the corner in order to develop those skills.
The ball lands. That's better. Before the ball lands. No, you were late on that one.
So I hope it's challenging your observation skills to really see, are they doing it right?
Before the ball lands. Very good. Before the ball lands. You're still moving when you catch the ball.
Because a lot of coaches would accept that, but I don't accept it. I think that's mediocre. And I'm sorry to sound tough and blunt, but I'm trying to make an impact on Zoom, without being face-to-face with everyone, to say, look, not good enough. The world's best players can do it better. Why do they do it better?
Run, stop, catch. That's what I want. Run, stop, catch. Now you'll do exactly, as soon as I throw the ball, you'll do the same. You'll run, you'll stop, you'll catch. That's an obvious pause before you catch the ball. That's what the best players in the world do. That's the secret sauce, boys. That's the secret recipe. To get there, to stop, wait, hit. That's what the best players in the world do.
And of course, I realize that what I'm showing is not the truth, because the players don't wait for that long often behind the ball unless the ball's very slow, because you have to wait in relation to the tempo your opponent's playing at. But I'm over exaggerating the necessity to be behind the ball early, set up, and to try and do that before the ball lands on your side of the court.
At the moment, 5 on 10. But if you move like that, you'll be 10 on 10. So here we go. That's an obvious pause. Backhand. Obvious pause. Stan, you've improved 100%. Obvious pause. Well done, Cameron. Pause. Very good. Very, very good.
Okay, so let's progress that. That's lateral. What about when the ball is deep?
Sometimes the balls comes left and right. Sometimes the balls come up and down. So sometimes you have to back up. I call that respecting the bounce. You respect the ball is deep, you respect that you need to back up, and you move behind the ball. You understand? So now, Stan, just go to the side. Cameron, stand on the baseline. The ball will come back, you back up, you respect it. Very good. Back to me. Do it again. You back up, you respect it, get behind the ball. Nice footwork behind the ball. But be even more athletic when you move. Even more athletic when you move. Come on. Very good. Stan, you're in. 3 chances to respect the bounce. Go. Good. And respect the bounce. Come on, behind it, behind it. Very good. One more. Go. Good, respecting the ball. Now, next.
Sometimes you have to move forwards, and I call that hunting the bounce. And the words, I think, have an emotive connection to the heart. So there's the idea that oh, get behind the ball. Okay, guys, get behind the ball. Come on, move better. To me, it's too coach languagey. But if we say beat the bounce, if you beat the bounce, you'll beat the opponent. That has a real emotive resonance with it that I think it sticks with kids. It sticks with them. And we want to make coaching sticky. We want to say things and it stays on them. And so many things we say, we know goes in one ear and out of the other. So how can we change that? Well, I think it's the language we use. So this is more about hunting the bounce when the ball is short.
Hunt the bounce. The ball is short. You don't let it decline. The ball is short. You never let it decline. You go after it. You go after it. You hunt it down.
People often say to me, how do you talk to the people's hearts? And I always say, well, say it twice, because once is never enough. So in that example there, I say, when the ball is short, you don't let it decline. You never let it decline. And I bring a sense of higher pitched emphasis on the never let it decline, and that's just a little kind of how to coach skill, which has worked for me, I think, to make the player kind of sit up and listen. Oh, sorry.
Hunt the bounce. The ball is short. You don't let it decline. The ball is short. You never let it decline. You go after it. You go after it. You hunt it down. Are you ready? Hunt. Very good. Was he hunting the ball or was he jogging? If you're hunting, you go after it fast. You ready? Go. Hunt. Good boy. That's much more athletic intensity. Hunt. Good. Back. Hunt. Cameron. Hunt. Come on, hunt. Good boy. That's a hunting attitude I could see from your eyes. So that's what a good competitor does, right? They're not just fast with their legs, they're fast with their eyes. They see the ball, they react, they move, they're quick.
Then we put the three together, so we mix them up.
You're going to beat the bounce, respect the bounce, hunt the bounce. One at a time. So Stan, just move back a little bit. So you ready? You beat the bounce.